All right, if you have found this video, chances are you or someone you love are really struggling with eczema or something very similar. You're itchy, you're dry, you have patches, nothing is working, you're using steroid creams, you're not sure if they're helping or hurting, you're being given medication, you're told it's a lifelong thing, and you're just over it, and you're looking for a better way. So before we get into it, I want to introduce myself. My name is Kat. I am a mom. I am not a doctor. I'm not a healthcare provider. I'm just a mom who's on a mission to find a healthy alternative to help her daughter and remedy her eczema. She had terrible eczema from the time she was about 3 to 4 months old up until I found our solution. She went through countless nights of countless wake-ups where she would wake up truly every 25 to 35 minutes, just itching, crying. Her skin was bleeding. It was scabbing over, and she'd scratch it and it would bleed again from her shoulders all the way down to her ankles, her armpits, her elbows, her knees, everywhere. If you have a kid with eczema, you know what that's like. They're not sleeping, you're not sleeping, and it's exhausting. And so when my daughter was up, I'd be nursing her back to sleep, and I would be reading and reading and reading. I'd read article upon article about eczema and the cause of it and how to heal it and the different treatments and the steroid creams. And let me tell you, I spent hundreds and thousands of dollars on doctor's appointments, on steroid creams, on medicine, on everything to try to help. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, you want your baby to feel better. And so you're gonna do whatever you have to do. But there's one time I went to the dermatologist and they gave us this, I kid you not, it was a $900 steroid cream. And she said, this is gonna sting, but keep doing it. Eventually she'll stop crying. In my gut, I was just like, that's my solution? Is to cause more pain to try to remedy a solution? And I just didn't feel good about that. We tried it once, and sure enough, she screamed. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And so I came across something and I said, you know what? I might as well try it out, because at this point, nothing else is working. Like, I truly went into it of like, what do I have to lose? I want to talk to you about that. And now again, I want to be very clear. I am a mom. I'm not a healthcare provider. I cannot recommend medicine or health care things. I know how you talk about it. I'm a mom, and I want to help other moms help their babies, because I know how it feels to feel stuck. So I want to back up about 7 months, 8 months, depending on when you saw this. My daughter had been struggling with eczema for 16 months at this point, I believe. And I had just gone back from the allergist, and she's 2, okay? Almost 2, she's 20 months. And they said she's allergic to soy, wheat, and dairy. Do you realize how much of that is in everything that a toddler loves? No cheese, no milk, no chicken nuggets, no chocolate. I mean, it's all of her favorite foods I had to take away. Now, mind you, I have an older daughter who was happily eating that. And so it was really hard to not only take it away from her, but then for her sister to be able to eat it. And so we did, try to monitor, like, hey, during nap time, you can have the string cheese. But again, that wasn't a solution I wanted for the rest of our lives. And so this was during the holidays. And so our family was so gracious, and they made accommodations. And turns out she was actually also allergic to eggs. And she was also allergic to strawberries and to tomatoes. And it was just this ever-growing list. And I literally had to take away all of her favorite foods. She ate, for the longest time, she ate steak, plain chicken, blueberries, some apples. That was literally all we could feed her for months. And so I want to talk to you about what we did, because that was not sustainable for our family. I did some research, and what I found out about eczema, and I encourage you and I implore you to do your own research. Look in your own articles, find peer-reviewed research, dig in, and don't just trust anything at face value, including what I'm telling you. Again, this is what worked for me as a mom who's literally tried everything else. So I'm gonna save you some time, but I encourage you to do your own research. Eczema is a gut issue. What we see on our skin is a reflection of what is happening in our gut. And so while you're getting steroid creams and medicine, all it is doing is putting a Band-Aid on top of the problem. It's not healing your body. And so if you really want to get rid of eczema once and for all, you need to heal your gut. You need to heal your gut. There's a couple different ways you can do that, but I have found one that I truly believe is the most beneficial. Now, before I get into that, let me tell you this. After doing this for 6.5 months, we slowly reintroduced my daughter's allergen foods, one by one by one. And I will never forget that moment she had strawberries. Now, of course, my anxiety was like, what's gonna happen, right? Nothing happened. She can now eat cheese. She can have milk. She can have strawberries. And she likes to say she's 2.5 almost. And she goes, strawberries don't make me itchy. And it's so cute because she can't really say the word strawberries, but she knows. And so there is a happy ending after this, but it does take time. And so I want to talk to you about what I did. And again, I'm going to implore you to do your own research. So I want you to look into the olive tree, which might sound crazy. Like, what do you mean an olive tree? Now, I am a Christian, I have a faith background, and so for me, the olive tree is woven throughout Scripture, which makes this connection even more incredible. But if you look at the olive tree, this active cells, the living ingredients of the olive tree, of the surrounding area, of the bark, of the roots, of the soil, this living ingredient is keeping olive trees alive for 4,000 years. It's regenerating the cells of the olive tree. And if it can do that for an olive tree for thousands of years, what could it do for you? Well, glad you asked, rhetorically. So, someone else also asked, what are these trees doing? How is it that they are able to sustain their own life source without, irrigation, without any temperament from humanity for thousands and thousands and thousands of years? So, if you look at the olive tree, there's a powerful formula called hydroxytyrosol that is found in the roots and the bark and the entire part of the olive tree. Not just in the fruit of the olive, being, the actual olive, but in the entire olive tree, you're going to find something called hydroxytyrosol. I'll spell it out for you. Hydroxytyrosol is, again, something I would highly encourage you to take back and research and learn about. When you drink hydroxytyrosol from a reputable source, you're going to find that it has the power to heal your body from the inside out. Now, again, I am not making a medical claim. I want to make sure I say that multiple times throughout this video. I am a mom who found what worked for her daughter. Hydroxytyrosol in the olive tree is incredibly powerful. It is incredibly powerful. So now you're saying, okay, I've done some research. I've read about hydroxytyrosol. Now what? Well, someone else did that research. And 25-ish years ago, he went and created an entire product. Actually, an entire product line, but one in particular. Now, this product is packed with hydroxytyrosol and the camu fruit. The camu fruit is the highest vitamin C concentration of any fruit in the world. So you put hydroxytyrosol together with the camu fruit, you get a powerhouse tiny bottle. Now, when I say I was skeptical, please hear me. I had tried everything, and I was like, I doubt it works. Whatever, I'll try it anyways. I was so tired. I wasn't sleeping. My daughter was itching. She couldn't eat anything. What did I have to lose? So, little by little, I gave her a little bit of this every single day. Okay, you can kind of see that, right? Zoom in even a little bit more for you. So this is a mashup, essentially, of the camu fruit, the olive tree leaves, the olive tree elixir, the hydroxytyrosol. You can even see like that grainy component of it. If it's a little too zoomed in, you can see the hydroxytyrosol. You can see how this product can heal your body. As you can see the grain of the olive tree. Anyways, so I gave my daughter, I started out slowly because again, it's recommended for 2 and up, but I was desperate. I was desperate. So we started at 20 months. And when I first started, I gave her like a little bit like that. You can't really see, just a little bit. And then after like a month, I gave her a little bit more. And then after another month, I gave her a little bit more. So now she takes 2 milliliters of this every single day. And it has truly repaired and healed her gut. And when you heal your gut, the rest of it falls in place. So in the meantime, while you're healing your gut, the olive tree is not done yet. The olive tree still has so much more to offer you. So what I did is I took cold pressed single source Mountain Grove olive oil, and I took this and I poured it into a little roller ball like this, and I would rub this on her hot spots. Now, this is not your olive oil that you're gonna go get at your supermarket. You're gonna go find in a favorite grocery chain. It's not gonna be in a plastic bottle, and it is not going to be in a plastic bottle, okay? Hear me when I tell you. If your olive oil is coming in a plastic bottle, it's completely fake and is actually causing more harm for your body. Anyways, that's another segment for another day. This right here is cold pressed, single source, unrefined olive oil that is actually going to help heal your body from the inside out. Now, do I drink this every single day? Yes, I do. Do my kids? No, they do not. But they have it in this form as well. I take both these technically. But this was the very first thing in this little roller ball that I ever, in over a year and a half, that I ever put on my kid that she didn't scream about. And when I tell you I sobbed when she said more, because she wasn't fully talking. So I put this on right here, put on her shoulder like this. And she said, more, mommy, more. I literally cried because if you know how those steroid creams feel. You know what that's like, that gut-wrenching feeling in your stomach when your kid's saying, no, mommy, no. But I'm told it's gonna help you. Olive oil literally made me cry. So I would apply this all over her dry skin, all over everywhere. And then I would also apply the olive leaf skin gel. So that's coming, again, directly from the leaf of the olive tree. And I would put this on her problem areas. It's more of a thicker consistency. I don't know if you can see that. So it's a little bit more of a thicker consistency, and I would apply that on her armpits, her elbows, her knees, her legs, those really hot spot areas that just needed a little bit more help. So I hope this is helpful for you. Please ask questions below. Please do your own research. And if you want to try these products out, I will link them directly below this. I highly recommend, again, reach out to me. I'll put my Instagram handle right here. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help.